Rolling.
Okay, today's lesson, we're gonna, no matter how advanced you get, right, or intermediate, from intermediate you're gonna move to advanced. Okay, I don't care how good you are, we always revert back to the fundamentals. Okay, and the fundamentals that we're talking about, okay, in our pre-swing, okay, is the I call it gas, because simplify the abbreviated part of gas. It stands for grip, alignment, and setup. Okay, and then when we get into the in swing, okay, your actual swing, okay, I'm going to talk about the lever system, okay, because that's very important. You need a lever, okay, to get to the actual speed, exactly. And then what your left wrist position I'm going to talk about it requires, okay, and then the impact position, okay, and then a dynamic balance, okay. So those we're going to cover, okay. So let's get started with the grip, okay. So I want you to see. I want to see your grip. Okay. All right. Now, the key points that you need to look at is these two knuckles. Okay, you can see, right? Okay, and then these two on your right hand. Look, you see that V there?
Yeah.
You put this T there, and then this knuckle should be aligned with this. Okay.
Okay, so
Let's go this way. Yeah, it's better. Okay. So, okay, let's see.
just stick it in.
Okay, good. Now, looks like your grip is pretty good. Okay, and then let's look at your aim. Okay, let's. So we're gonna use these alignment sticks, right? Yeah. Always have an alignment stick because you know what your eye like to see different. Yeah. And your stance always want to be your shoulder width, right?
Yeah. Oh,
okay. And your left feet should be out slightly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna help you rotate better. Because if you're stuck, it's gonna get stuck here. Okay. Up a little bit. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. And then your back is straight. Back is straight. Okay. Slight bend on your knees. Okay, that's good. Now, that's your posture. Okay. Now let's go into the in swing. Okay. I want to see your backswing. Yeah. Take it back. Okay. All right. What I want is mount here. This L here. I want you to see this L here from the shaft in your left arm. Okay. You have to have this left cup.
Yeah.
Okay.
When do you have this?
Oh, right here.
Right here?
Okay. Okay.
So
yeah. So
once
take it
I
back.
go-
Yeah.
Okay. So once I
That's it. There. See this perfect L?
yeah,
Once you're in that slot,
then just
come around this way. Bring the. Okay. You look at the plane right here.
Yeah.
Okay. It's perfectly plane along with your shoulder. I'll show you. And the video. I'll show you the video later.
Okay.
Okay. This is your shoulder right here.
Oh.
Okay. You see this plane right here?
Yeah.
It's perfect. When you make this L, okay, you're gonna be in plane. It's automatic. So always remember this L shape. Okay? And you can practice that at home too, without hitting any ball. Okay? So okay. And then so now the impact is very important. Okay? We'll use this impact guide right here. I want to see you at an impact position. Okay. Good. Yeah. This is exactly. That's it. Yeah. That's it. That's way too far out though. Here.
I'm just
Okay.
exaggerating.
Yeah, you're exaggerating. Here, let me show you here. Okay. pretend this is where the ball is, right? This is where you want to be. With it. Okay, almost like your head is almost hanging back here. Practice this. You don't need to have an impact bag. Okay?
Just practice them.
Just get something heavy in the front, right? And then have this feeling of bending of the shaft here. Okay? This way. Okay? So that's the impact position. Try a couple times. Try whacking. And then hold that finish. Yeah. Harder. That's it. Okay, good. Yeah. That's gonna get you the feel of the hip. Right? So now the finish position. I wanna see your finish position. Finish position? Yeah, your finish position. After impact. Okay, good. Your weight is on your left side, right? Slightly leaning backwards because basically after impact, right? You gotta sort of like hang back.
Got it.
Okay.
So
if you're like this, you're gonna fall over. There's no power. You're gonna lose all the power because you're gonna be casting and you're gonna come around.
I see.
Versus this. You see all these pros, right? They all finish like this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they after impact they're like this, right? Because they're hanging back.
Oh, I see.
You see what I mean?
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. After the impact, you're like you're forced to come
Yeah,
back.
because you compressed it, and then now you gotta bring them back.
Hold
Okay. Rolling. Okay. So this part is gonna be the cause and effect of a good pre-shot routine. Okay, and a setup and your in-swing setups. I'm gonna show you the reasons behind it. Okay, what the effect you get. Okay. First, the grip. Okay. Primary influence is of the grip pressure is what direction, right? Okay. Because depending on your grip change, it's gonna change the club position.
Okay.
Right? And the pressure will have an influence on direction of the ball flight, right? So and also the placement, whether you put it up and down the shaft, right?
Yeah.
That's gonna change the length, right? And also the positioning, whether you have a stronger grip or counterclockwise or clockwise, that's gonna also affect the path, right? And as far as the precision and consistency you want from your shot, it has a lot to do with your pressure, okay? And your grip.
So you want it light?
Well, if it's gonna be light and that gives you the consistent, you gotta have the same same pressure, right? Right. Okay. So and then another issue is the ball position. That's gonna change everything too. That's gonna change the angle of attack, right? If you have it in the back, what's gonna happen? You're gonna deload the club, right? Yeah. And then you're gonna from a 7-iron, it's gonna be 5-iron. Right? Put it in the forward. You get a higher ball, right?
Okay.
So that's the effect you're gonna right? And then obviously the setup. Okay. The setup is gonna change your direction, right? And your distance. Okay. Like this particular move that I showed you. Okay. Okay. Always have your club sitting over your pecs. Okay. Yeah. Because this will free you from releasing the club, right? Versus if you're sitting down here like this, sitting, yeah, I'm just making it like real drastic, but you know, so that's also a setup like that is gonna change the path of your club, right? And then swing speed and everything else that goes with it, right? Okay. And then also when we talked about the lever system, okay, lever is gonna influence this distance. Yes, because you need this hinge, okay, to drag it down here and then snap it. Right. Okay. That's gonna change, and that's gonna create this bottom line. Okay. And of course your left, you know your left with the L angle. Yeah. That's gonna. Yeah. That's gonna hold you right into the plane, and that's gonna cause. You're always in a good plane at the back of the swing. Like this. Yeah, it's too flat or too upright. If you're on right on plane all the time in your backswing, you're bound to get a good ball strike, and then you're gonna get a better direction. Yeah. Okay. And you're gonna square the plane, obviously, right? And of course, impact, primary influence is distance and direction also. Okay. It all depends on how you square the plane, right? That's going to change everything. Okay. So that's why I gave you this drill here to get a great impact. And you want to bottom out. Because that's impact. Yeah. So important, you know? It's because that's the moment of truth. Right. That's the only time you'll have a moment of truth with impact. Okay, where your club head and the ball meets the ball at a maximum, you know, compression, maximum speed, everything. So you gotta bottom out. Okay. So that impact is not this. Okay. Impact is not what we think. We're just dragging it like this. Yeah. It's not that. Okay? Impact is compressing it. Oh. Right? It's compression. That's the impact. And that's the only way. When you compress it, then your arms are all extended out. Okay? But if you drag it, you see this? When you drag it, it's like this. Okay? Yeah. So that's why moment of truth. Impact and compression. Yeah, it's compression. Okay? And that's the only way you're going to get your maximum distance. Okay? And of course, your dynamic balance. Okay? Primary influence on that is also distance and direction. Okay? So, you know, effective transfer of the weight. Okay? Appropriate transfer of the weight. Swing and maintaining your body control. Okay? Yeah? Having that extra flow. Right? And then maintaining a good balance. That's gonna change everything. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly talk about the short game. I'm not talking about chipping and putting and you know bunker shots. I'm more concerned with what I call the scoring zone. Okay. 50 yards, 100 yards in. Okay, because you gotta dial that in. Yep. Especially the long par fives that we can't reach. Yep. You're left with 50 to 70 yards, right? That's the hardest distance. You dial it in to a 5-foot birdie opportunity, or par fours, long par fours that you can't reach. Or at least up and down for pars. Okay, or short par fours for birdies. Yeah. So normally what like, okay, let me pick a number. 75 yards. What do you use?
Usually I use the approach.
Okay.
My approach.
Your gap wedge. Okay, and then try bring that up. Okay, so gap wedge. All right. So how do you hold it, and where do you hold it? You just hold it normally like that?
Normally for short, you know,
75 yards.
I kind of like this, and my thinking is that I'm I'm gonna go half and half. Like,
Okay.
from here
Uh-huh.
and then here. That's
Okay,
my
okay,
75.
okay, here, do one. I want to see the tempo behind it and everything else that's over it. Pretend
75
yeah,
yards,
okay, yeah. Okay. Now, if you were to go 80 yards, 82 yards, what do you have to do?
I guess I just swing harder. I don't
Swing
know.
harder?
Or go a little bit further. Just a little bit
Okay.
further.
Yeah.
Like 3/4
Okay.
maybe.
Okay, so at what point are you going to move away from that? At what yardage? 90? 100?
100.
100. Okay, so up to 98 yards, you're sticking with that. And you're changing your swing speed
Yeah.
and how hard you come at
Yeah.
it. Okay. To get consistent yardage, okay, you gotta have the same tempo across the board. Okay? So, for me, what I do is I would go with a pitching wedge. Okay? And same tempo, everything same, except that what I do is okay, for example, for a pitching wedge for me is like maybe about 110 yards if I go full swing, right? But if I go nice and easy, okay, try come around here. If I just go nice and easy tempo, like this, right? That would give me about 100. Okay? Now, if I'm stuck at 82 yards, okay? What I do is I just choke down all the way to the bottom. That's gonna cut me off another 20 yards. Okay? So same tempo, same club. You see?
Yeah.
Now if I wanna go 90 yards, I go move them up a little bit more. You see, each increment you gotta kind of gauge. Okay? And this only you only can do it in the driving range. Okay? Right, and then later on when we do on-course management, I'll show you, on the course how you can do it. Okay? So that's what you want to do. Okay?
Makes sense.
So from 75, no, for me it's like 80 yards to 100. I use one club. Okay? And then anywhere from 80 yards to 50 yards, I go with this. Okay? That way. Because this full swing for me about 80, right? Nice, even tempo. So same swing tempo, same swing path. Not too hard, not too.
What about ball position?
Both position is always going to be the same. Okay?
Because you're hitting the same.
I'm
tempo.
hitting the same club.
And tempo.
Yeah, same tempo. So that's the only way you're going to get consistent. And you have to be consistent, you have to be precise. Okay?
Makes sense.
So for me, 50 yards, I have a sandwich which I use, right? I choke them down. Okay? And then as I get a little further and further, 60 yards, 70 yards. Okay, once it gets to 80 yards, okay, I gotta use a different club.
So 50
Yeah.
to 80
Yeah.
is your
Yeah. Yeah.
110 to
Yeah. Pitching
80
yeah.
is push.
Yeah. That's what I would do. Okay, anything 50 yards on below
Sandwich.
sandwich.
Or 56.
Yeah,
Can you
whatever.
use
Yeah,
56?
you just gotta practice and figure it out.